¿Qué pasa, amigos? My name is Ash, and today I am bringing with me a crap ton of gaming stories from around the universe that I want to share with you on today's episode of Random Gaming News. And if there is a specific story you'd like to tune in for, timestamps will be posted down in the description. And the first story of the day takes us to the dark world of Path of Exile. Just a couple of days ago, a brand new DLC was unveiled for the popular PC title, showing off a brand new gameplay concept coming to the game later this month. Codenamed Heist, the PoE DLC will bring a breath of fresh air to the near decade-old title, turning the kill and loot system into a more complex and intricate process, transforming the dungeon-conquering game into a more strategic and engaging experience, tasking players with hiring a team of thieves and warriors to help you plan out and execute a risky heist. With the promise of treasure, loot, and valuables at the end of each journey, these unique missions will emphasize research, timing, and execution above the usual hack-and-slash playstyle Path of Exile typically features. The DLC also allows players to compete in the Heist Challenge League, where we can earn new gear with the addition of 9 new skills and support gems, as well as some fresh spells and curses. The ultimate goal of this journey is for the best of the best to battle and steal their way to the Grand Heist, which offers exclusive weapons, armor, and more as its coveted rewards. Along with the DLC announcement, Path of Exile has finally confirmed they will be coming to Mac later this month. Look for the Heist DLC pack to drop for PC on September 18th, with the console release coming 5 days later on the 23rd, with Mac support to follow shortly thereafter. Moving on to our next story, we kill the good vibes brought on by Path of Exile by dropping the not so great news we received from Xbox earlier this week. For a while now, the community has known Xbox has planned on hosting or attending an event at which they plan to possibly showcase new games, console tech, or even the long overdue reveal of the Series X price and release date. With the announcement that Xbox would be attending the Tokyo Game Show event in Japan, many speculated that this would be where the big reveal would go down. With no other events scheduled and no other releases planned, this must be the big day. However, all of these hopes and dreams were dashed with a single tweet by Xbox themselves, directly saying they will not be sharing a single shred of next-gen news at the overseas showcase. While this isn't that big of a deal on its own, the context of this situation is what has many fans frustrated. With the event coming near the end of the month, it has essentially blocked any other Xbox events from happening anytime soon, which basically means we will most likely have to wait until October for any additional next-gen Xbox news, including the long-awaited price point, release date, as well as the reveal of the highly speculated all-digital console alternative, the Xbox Series S. Look for the Tokyo Games event to go off on September 23rd, where Xbox will be there to help celebrate Japanese creators, updates on their flight simulator, and a Minecraft community showcase. Moving on to our final story of the day, we take a look at a wild story out of the gaming world that drops us into the middle of the tech war between India and China. As many of you may know, India banned the massively popular social media app TikTok back in June, and just a couple of days ago, India doubled down on that political move by banning more than 100 other apps, including the incredibly popular PUBG Mobile. India has claimed that these Chinese apps are actively surveilling and stealing data from the app's users, compromising its national security and their public's welfare and safety. And this ban comes on the heels of a heated border dispute between the two countries, leading some to believe this is more of a financial attack on Chinese companies rather than a legitimate security concern. While the TikTok ban was a large hit to the app's user base, it's a bit smaller compared to the 50 million active users clocking in to play PUBG Mobile on a weekly basis, with the title also representing a majority of the country's revenue within the esports industry. Needless to say, this is an incredibly disappointing decision for the gaming community of India, and this is obviously a developing story, so things are changing rapidly, so be sure to follow this story if it piques your interest. And finally, before we close out today's Random Gaming News show, I just wanted to touch on the Madden controversy going on right now. For those of you that don't know, the most current installment in the Madden series, known as Madden 21, released on August 28th. Since then, the typically popular franchise has been receiving brutal ridicule and a flurry of review bombs on sites like Metacritic. Hardcore fans of the game have reached a tipping point with their frustration with the NFL simulated game series. The stagnant nature of the game's development over the last 5 to 10 10 years has begun to force players away from the once beloved sports title. And to be completely honest, I haven't even played Madden 21, as I haven't personally bought a Madden NFL game in nearly 5 years because of this exact issue. The yearly release schedule combined with the lack of competition in the NFL gaming genre has turned developer EA into a lazy and non-inventive host for the franchise. Year after year, they ignore their player base while attempting to put a coat of paint on a lackluster game, which they will just turn around and sell to the community for $60 with no issues at all. Many fans have even called on the NFL to pull EA's exclusive license to make games based off of their sports league. As a diehard fan of the series from 1998 to about 2010, I just wanted to touch on the subject and voice my support for the community in this situation. And it sucks because I really used to love the game, because every year they would offer a new game mode or a fresh take on the series. It seems we've gotten away from those days, but here's my support in hopes we can make it back. Anyway, that will do it for this video. Make sure you hit like, click or tap that subscribe button to become the heart of this gaming channel, and be a part of the conversation in the comments below by telling me how you feel about any and all of today's stories. And for more gaming analysis, news, reviews, and opinions, stay here on Ash Heart. And as always, thanks for watching.